Hi, Luna. Maybe this way is better. A teensy bit above budget. We don't want an expensive wedding. Food. Oh my gosh, there's so much. Let's Google it. Okay, hello. My name is Sean. I recently got engaged. And literally all I've been doing is watching wedding planning videos. It is currently 4/10, June 17th. I'm getting married October 2021. So I have a lot of work to do. When was the last time I planned? I think the last time I planned was July. No, what? It's only June. February? It's crunch time. We only have July, August, September. We have 4 months. I'm Filipino American. My future husband is Korean American. We live in the South. We're Christians. So that's basically like the main overarching theme of our wedding. We want to honor Christ in our marriage. What a great way to showcase that to all the people that we love, our friends and family, and friends of family, by having a very Christ-centered wedding. That is the most important thing for us. Second is, it's important for me to showcase our culture because I think it needs to be celebrated more. Although I do believe it is celebrated, I think we could do more. So, where's my phone? As I said, it is 4:13 now. Wait, what did I say earlier? What I was gonna do is update our budget. We don't want an expensive wedding. So, instead of a normal budget for a wedding is apparently, let's Google it. Average cost of a wedding. Okay, this is from moneyunder30.com. The average American wedding costs $30,000 according to the Knot. $30,000. How many guests is that? Okay, wait, here it is again. The Knot says the typical wedding includes 100 to 150 guests, averages about $33,000. Okay, so 100 to 150 guests, $33,000. Hopefully the conditions is better by then, but we will see. Anyway, projected budget for our wedding for 200 to 300 people is roughly gonna be about $30,000. $30, I wish. Let's work on the budget together. I went to LA 3 days ago. I went wedding dress shopping with my mom. I think my mom heard from her coworkers that there were a lot of good places in the fashion district and ended up finding a dress through Anita's Bridal. I was helped by Jose. He was amazing. I'm looking at our initial budget right now. Let me show you. And it looks like we budgeted bride's dress $1,500. I went a teensy bit above budget. Jose was amazing in what he does, of course, and he put me in this dress which was within budget. Alterations are free at Anita's Bridal, so that was like something that I didn't have to worry about. Initially, I wanted a really simple cathedral veil. If you don't know what that looks like, I'll put a picture somewhere here. But he put me in this gorgeous veil. I don't even want to describe it to you because if I describe it, I feel like I'm gonna give it away. But it just made, it was too good to pass up. And okay, I would be honest. I'm not spending my money. My mom and my dad are spending their money. Well, I was okay with not purchasing it, but my mother, the kindest woman, the most generous woman, she was like, no, we are getting this veil. So we got the veil. Maybe Say will get mad at me. Nah, he won't get mad. But I'll take the price. Let me check real quick. Okay. You can pay half. That's kind of like a deposit, and then they order it. And then when you go in to alter it, that's when you pay the other half. So that's the new total. I'm sorry saying. I really didn't want to spend more than $1,500. For some people, that's actually not that much money, but I really did not want to shell out that much money for a dress. Especially if I'm only gonna wear it for one day, you know? And that was the mentality of my mom too before like we started shopping. She kept saying like, oh, you know, we can find like $600 dresses, $800 dresses. And I was like, there's no way that we can find that dress here in America. I mean, if we can, then let's get it. Because I don't want to spend money. You know what I mean. Okay, so sorry, my memory card got full. So it just stopped recording. The venue can like tie you in a lot. Into food, into staff that you hire, into your DJ sometimes, into the types of decorations that you're allowed to have. I can understand why the venue is the highest like budget eating part of a wedding. As I mentioned before, we love our church. We love to serve our church. When we told them that we wanted to get married and wanted to get married at the church, they so graciously offered the venue for free. It was important to me to get married at our church as well because we love our community. We love the people there. Not to mention, that's where Sang and I met for the first time, and that's really where our friendship flourished. And now here we are. It's really special for me to get married at that church. Is really symbolic. That's really where I oh my god, why am I crying? No, I'm not crying. That's really where I met the Lord. Oh my gosh, what the balls? Okay. Whew. I'm so excited to get married there and to have it for free. That is the biggest blessing. That's probably one of the main reasons that we are able to save so much in our budget. If you watch this video, you're gonna be like, okay, well, that's not relatable. I can't get a venue for free, and I'm so sorry. When I first started planning, I binge watched a bunch of videos, and there was this one girl who was talking about her budget wedding. Included a lot of her community. She got her tables and chairs for so cheap, all these things for so cheap because she had connections. And I was like, okay, well, that's not gonna be us. But now that I'm planning it and asking around, people are so happy to help you. So that's venue. The next one is officiant. Our officiant is Pastor Jay. We love him. He is doing our premarital counseling alongside Miss Annette, which is his wife. He is also not charging us anything, but with both of those, we're probably gonna do a love offering. The next one is our coordinator. I did not hire a planner. I like to plan things. I plan a lot of events for our church, or I help at least. I don't really need a planner. So my month of coordinator, her name's Jami from Emerald Ox. I've never actually met her because I booked her during the pandemic. So I think the next time that we meet will be probably around September. Photographer, this is really important to me. It was not as important to Sang, but I'm hoping that when we get the photos, then he'll be like, oh, it's important. Hopefully. My photographer for the wedding is going to be Chaise, Tinsley from the Tinsley Co. She, her photos, her editing style, I'll just showcase to you right now how freaking amazing this woman is. I'm so excited because I've never met her either. That's kind of a weird thing about planning your wedding in the midst of a pandemic. I booked them before Sang and I got engaged. Okay, this is her Instagram. And then look at her photos. Hello. It was also really important to me to find a photographer that photographs, you know. Okay, you know what I'm saying? She photographs people of color, which was really important to me. Probably one of the main reasons why I booked her. And she is great. We've only talked through email so far. We are meeting her in a month because we're going to have our engagement shoot finally July 13th in LA. That's going to be fun. Food. We want to do buffet style Filipino and Korean food. It's going to be bomb food. I also wanted to highlight our American side. I would say that we both grew up in the South. We went to high school here, went to middle school here. He went to elementary school here. Personally, really love Southern dessert, so I'm gonna have Southern dessert. So that means banana pudding, pecan pie, peach cobbler. Oh, so we are having cake. I don't want an extravagant cake. I think my plan is to just buy like this big or something like that, really plain, and then just add decoration to it and then call it a day. I want to buy it from Publix. No one really eats cake. Who's gonna eat cake if there's banana pudding? You know what I mean? Florals, the hardest part for me. I have probably emailed 5 or 6 florists in the area and they are all booked. So basically I'm gonna have to do my florals, which is fine because I would like dried florals so that it's more eco-friendly. And I'm trying to see if I can forage for them. We'll see, but it's just a lot of work, but it'll be fine. For alcohol, oh, I meant to talk about this. Since we're having our wedding at our church, we're not having alcohol. It's gonna be a dry wedding. I know there's a lot of people who have their own opinions about that, but I want to respect my church, so I don't really care if people don't have alcohol. I think our plan for right now is to have an after party. Okay, I'm realizing that I'm just telling you my plan for the wedding and I'm not actually budgeting anything. It's kind of hard. What else? Oh, some little things. Dinnerware, we're not gonna rent. I'm planning on just buying them from the website called Webstaurant Store. That's hard to say. And we are going with these. We have a guest phone book. It's from After the Tone. I found them on TikTok. Guests, instead of writing down like, oh, I went to your wedding, congrats on your wedding, blah, blah, they can say it instead in a voicemail, and I think that's just so cute. There was a huge consensus that a Friday wedding is cheaper than a Saturday wedding. Most vendors are booked on Saturdays. More vendors are free on Fridays. I scheduled our wedding initially for Friday. However, we had more conversations around it. In the type of community that we have, a lot of them are business owners. So in order to honor our guests and be honoring of their time, we decided to move the Friday wedding to a Saturday wedding. I had to contact them and tell them, oh, I'm so sorry, but we have to reschedule for the next day. And thankfully, they were both free. We just had to pay a rescheduling fee because I think my photographer, she had another person trying to get that wedding but hadn't paid their retainer. So it was like, oh no, I'm paying it right now. Reschedule right now. And then my coordinator has a wedding on that Saturday, but thankfully she has a team, so she's just gonna split off. So it all works out. Of course, we're gonna have to spend money on decor. The decor I just want to have string lights, of course the flowers, some candles, some signs, invitations. Oh my gosh, there's so much. I'll update you once I find out how much everything is going to be. Thank you for watching and just documenting the wedding planning and the wedding process. I think it's so fun to watch these things. It's gonna be fun to probably rewatch it in the future and see what we went through. Yeah, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. Thank you for budgeting with me, even though we didn't really, but it's gonna come along. Goodbye.